Man, welcome back to No Excuses, man.
Man, welcome back, man. Welcome back to No Excuses.
Man, Cap, you recognize, do you realize we done shot over 130 episodes, man?
Oh yeah, we started in 2021.
130 episodes in, man.
Yeah, yeah, we've been in this shit going on, going on 4 years. This July, July, make 4 years,
Right.
man. Yeah,
And man, truth be told, we should have more episodes done. We had some that didn't
they, they,
we had some that didn't air due
they
to
were good
technical
ones too.
difficulties. We took some hiatuses in there, you know.
Yeah,
But still, man, we're 130 episodes in, man. I think that's worthy of mentioning.
yeah, and we had some good ones too that didn't be able to. We didn't get to put out because of technical difficulties too. That was some good episodes.
Right.
Yeah,
But anyway, man, before we go any further, man, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow us on Facebook, man. Leave a comment, man.
yeah, for sure.
Hashtag everything, no excuses, man. Everything, no excuses. So, Cap,
Yeah.
it's been the talk of the college football world. The reports came out Friday morning that Tennessee and they starting quarterback Nico. I'm just gonna say what I heard them pronounce his last name as. I've heard people say Nico Iamaleava.
Yeah,
Iamaleava. I don't know if that's how you say it or not, but nonetheless, man. So Tennessee and what I'm saying, Nico apparently had a contract dispute or in a NIL dispute is how they trying to cover it up. But Nico had a holdout, want more money. He was due to make $2.4 million this year, what was reported. He was due to make $2.4 million. Allegedly, he wanted up to $4 million. So he stopped going to meetings, he stopped going to practice, he held out. And ultimately, in the end, Tennessee said, you know what, buddy, you can get the fuck to stepping. They officially moved on. Josh Heupel came out and said that no player is bigger than the program, including himself as the head coach at Tennessee. So I just want to ask, man, what's your thoughts on all this Nico drama that's going on coming out that came out of Tennessee today? Or it came out of Tennessee this past weekend, excuse me.
Uh, I look at it like this, man. If I was Nico and I was making, already 2 million last year, me personally, I would have kept my mouth closed and not said anything because if you go in there in the office and demand more money, you know what I'm saying, you gotta know, you feel me? These people feel like, man, we already gave you $2 million, so we can't just up and just give you some money just because you know what I'm saying, you demand us and strong arm us and make us, strong arm us and make us give you some money that, in my opinion, you hadn't really earned for it. You know what I'm saying? So when you go in there and make the statements that you make, you know what I'm saying, to these people that you feel me, that pay you, you demanding more money, but they looking at it like, man, you feel like you bigger than the program. You feel like you bigger than Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we already paid you 2 million for what you worth. So you come back and asking for more, and you in Tennessee looking at like you haven't proved enough to show that you worth this 4 million that you looking for. So I mean, and I believe a lot of that was his parents, his agency. A lot of them have played a role in that, played a part in that to basically strong on them to pay him more money. You know what I'm saying? But you got to realize sometimes, man, it's best to keep your mouth shut and and man, who knows? Nico might could have came out here this year. You know what I'm saying? In the season this year, he might would have earned 4 million. He might have would have played his way into 4 million. Now that you did what you did, other teams backing off because they like, they feel like, okay, he feel like he bigger than, the program. He gonna try to, come to our program and feel like he earned this, earned that. We just gonna give it to him just because, you know, he demanding us to give him some money. So they looking at it like we scared to deal with that because we don't want all that drama, amongst our program. And we got other players to worry about, the other players to, pay and, and keep them happy. You know what I'm saying? So I think with honestly with Nico, the Nico situation, I think it was crazy for him to come out and and demand for that much money. When honestly, if you just go look at his tape, he threw a lot of passes that was overthrown. You know what I'm saying? And he just he didn't play the greatest playoff game when he played against Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? Like he did decent, but he didn't. You could tell that he's not ready yet. He wasn't ready for the big stage. So I don't blame Tennessee for turning him down and basically telling him he can get on because you have to set the example. Eventually, these programs are going to have to start gaining a little bit of leverage back because these players are they getting to the point where they feel like they just wake up and just go to these coaches' office and just strong arm them like this ain't this ain't their program. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go in there and demand more money whenever you ain't really put in that work. Your tape don't show that you work this much money. So I love what Tennessee did because I feel like that can set an example for anybody else to try to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that happened. You know what I'm saying? And then it make you appreciate not to throw, Bama in here, like that, but that make you appreciate players like Ty Simpson or somebody that, waited their turn and, that grind it out and not just looking for, some easy way out or, just looking for a whole lot of money that they hadn't earned. Like it make you appreciate those type of players. So for me, I love what Tennessee did. Tennessee basically was saying, "You're not bigger than our program. We going this is a certain standard that we hold our program to, and we not finna let one person just come to here and demand something that we not offering. We just not finna give you that. You know what I'm saying? You have to that's earned. It ain't given. You know what I'm saying? We ain't finna just give you $4 million, man, and your tape don't show $4 million that you claiming you work. So I love what Tennessee did because it set an example to other players that's gonna probably that was gonna probably do that in the future. I think Tennessee. I think they humbled Nico. You know what I'm saying? He needed it. You can't just go in there and strong on these people and think they're gonna pay you just because you feel like your mom and your dad getting your ear and your agency making you feel like you superior and you just more than the team, and you can just go in there and just ask, just say you want this, and they just go get it to you, and that be it. Like, nah, like I'm glad Tennessee actually did that. Like college football, like I'm glad that Tennessee started that. Maybe other programs will follow suit of doing the same thing. Like I love that they did that, man. I love the move Tennessee made, and I love what Josh Heupel said. And he even said, like you said earlier, touching on what you said, he said he's not even bigger than the program. So I love what they did, man. I love how they stay firm, as a program and basically say, hey, man, ain't nobody bigger than this shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody bigger than the show. So I love it.
I gotta be honest, man. Whenever that news broke Friday morning that he had held out of practice or whatever, with it being related to NIL dispute, right? I looked at it as play or they trying to pull a power move. I immediately the first thing that I said in the damn Bama group chat that I'm in on Twitter, the first thing I said was, "Oh, they gonna end up giving them the money because we've yet to see a program do what Tennessee actually ended up doing. So I was just really going off of, you know what I'm saying, what I just assumed was going to happen. I was actually shocked that Tennessee actually didn't, basically up the money to him. And to be honest, man, I feel like people that don't watch this before and heard me talk about it, they might feel as if I am anti-players getting paid. I am anti-transfer portal. That's not true. That's not true at all. I want these players to get their money because these universities have been making billions of dollars off these collegiate athletes for years. So I have no problem with these players getting their money, right? This is what I have a problem with. At some point in time, we have to have a harsh reality and tell shit the way that it is, right? I watched Nico play quite a few times last year. I think he's a talented kid. I think that offense that Tennessee runs is more gimmicky. It don't really help develop quarterbacks the best in the world, to be honest. That's just my opinion. But I have to go off of what I've seen from him so far, right? Don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it because it could be viewed as I'm an Alabama fan. Alabama hate Tennessee, rival, blah, 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 blah. It's not that, right? He was reportedly wanting $4 million. The transfer portal, the spring portal officially opened today, right?
Yeah.
Before we got to the day, North Carolina was already out.
Yeah.
USC was out.
Yeah.
Tulane was out. I'm gonna tell you, they're not out because they don't think he's a player that can come help their program. He could probably go there and be the starter. They're not paying you $4 million.
Yeah, they're not paying you.
It ain't what I think that you worth. The market is telling you, my nigga, we're not giving you $4 million.
No,
you are not a $4 million quarterback. So for starters, the only issue I have with it is on his behalf. And truth be told, my bigger issue, to be honest, I think more of this is really more or less his pops, agents, his team. It's already been reported that they're extremely difficult to work with. So a lot of this might not even be on him. It just has to fall on him because he's the player. He's the face, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But whenever you look at it, there's no way anybody being completely honest and objective that's not trying to pull a money grab or trying to finesse the system some kind of way. There's no way you watch Nico film last year while he was making $2.4 million. You watch that film and go, okay, yeah, he deserved $4 million. Where the fuck you get that from?
Nah.
Nico was not very good last year. He was not.
No, he wasn't.
He was not. The strength of Tennessee football team last year was that defense and Dylan Sampson in that running game.
Yeah,
it wasn't the quarterback.
Yeah, it definitely was.
I know for a fact. I know the internet. And Twitter and Facebook, and when you watch these shows, that's all they talk about. So they try to make you believe that quarterbacks are the only things that can win and lose football games. That's not true. That is not true. Teams win a lot of games in spite of quarterback play.
Yeah.
Teams win a lot of games strictly due to quarterback play. It swings both ways.
Yeah.
That they know that's just a part of the discourse in football that I'm just tired of anyway. I've been told you this a long time ago. I hate how we talk about quarterback. That's a story for another day. But as far as with Nico, because it came out today that he allegedly gonna end up going to UCLA, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm willing to bet you they don't have to come out with no numbers. They don't have to come out with no numbers. I don't have to see numbers. I'm willing to put a strong number on a wager that they are not going to pay him $4 million. Matter of fact, I'll go further. He's not even going to get to $2.4 million. He could have stayed in Tennessee.
Exactly.
I think what happened to this young man is what happens when you get individuals around you that don't really have your best interest at heart. They don't. Yeah. They maybe think they know more than they really know. This is not. Yeah. They're not. They don't know what they're doing.
No, they don't.
They don't know what they're doing. There's no way that Nico
from a
going
business
into
aspect.
finna be a second-year starter at an SEC program, there is no way he should hit the transfer portal in the spring. Now, fact, you do know the SEC has a rule. I'm not sure if it's a college football rule, period, or strictly the SEC. But in the spring portal, SEC players can't transfer to other
Oh,
SEC
that's
schools.
the SEC schools. Yeah, they can't do
So
that.
for
Yeah.
starters, the fact that we took the SEC just off the board lets me know already, okay, what the fuck we doing?
Yeah.
We have no idea what we're doing because we just
Exactly.
gonna eliminate having the option to go to another SEC school. Then it got talked about and reported as if he didn't really like it in Tennessee anyway. Cool. If he didn't like it in Tennessee, why not get in the winter transfer portal? But guess what? He couldn't get in that portal because they was in the playoffs. And for some reason, the NCAA, with they fucked up rules, got the winter transfer portal. It's going on during the college football playoffs. That's just stupid.
That's stupid as fuck.
Guess what?
That is so stupid.
Guess what else also got reported? This got reported by Josh Pate. I started to play the damn clip. This got reported by Josh Pate that Nico and some and other players too, but so we talking about him today, that Nico allegedly was threatening to boycott not playing in the playoff game against Ohio State that he did perform the greatest in the world in, one more NIL money. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they gave it to him.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, nigga, you done hold us once.
Yeah.
You done hold us once. We made you. You went out there against Ohio State. I'm not saying that y'all lost because of, I don't think they lost because of Nico. Well, I think it was going to be 10 minutes down way, just to be honest. But I saw the stats, man, 14-31, 104 yards. He had 2 rushing touchdowns, but that's not a performance that you go in there and deserve a raise after.
No.
So I think the young man was giving terrible advice. And look here, man, I don't want to sound like the person that's harsh because I hate to sound like the person, I want to use an analogy. I hate to sound like the person that picks the label against the artist because that's not me. I'm generally on the artist side all the damn time. But in this particular situation, I have to be with Tennessee because you threatened to start the playoff game. I'm not sure if they upped his NIL deal when he did that or not. That I don't know. I can't remember. That I don't know. What I do know is that happened. So the fact that you threatened to start the playoff game anyway is already nuts to somebody like me. Then you come to practice all spring. The spring game is the next day. Now all of a sudden you want to hold out. You stop coming. You didn't come to the meeting. You didn't come to practice. Now this NIL story is out. So now basically you put us to the fire. And like, nigga, we gotta let you go. Well, they gonna think we don't know the fuck we doing up here at Tennessee.
Exactly.
Because
they gonna think
at that point, whenever you didn't come to practice, you lost the locker room. Josh Heupel had to make a statement because let's say Tennessee caved and gave him the money. What's the rest of the roster gonna do? Want more money? And the problem with that is Nico want more money ain't the problem. The problem is that roster saw you play last year.
Yeah.
You do not deserve a raise. It's okay to say that, guys. It's okay.
Okay.
Look here, man. These college athletes now, some of them making millions. Some of them making millions. It is not the worst thing in the world to criticize some of these young men now. I'm sorry. Sometimes in baseball, you swing for the fences. If you connect with it, good hit. But guess what? If that ball, if the pitch still hit the catcher's mitt and you got 2 strikes, you know what that means? Go your ass back to the dugout. You struck out. And guess what? In this case, it's not even officially striking out because he can still go somewhere else to play.
Exactly.
So it ain't the necessarily everybody's mad with the system and the NCAA and this, that, and the fourth. You can no longer be mad with the NCAA. The NCAA been crooked for years. You knew that already. I'm tired of hearing people use that excuse, man. Nobody wants to point the finger at who it should be pointed at, and all the blame don't go on him. Some of it go on just what they're reporting out there. They say that his dad is heavily influenced, and you know what I'm saying, his NIL dealings or whatnot, his agent. So some of this, I put most of this on his team. But I have to put some of it on him because he's the player and his performance did not warrant them upping his NIL pay. Because I guarantee you like this, it's not about him trying to strong arm them for more money or hold their feet to the fire, so to speak. If his performance If his performance made sense with wanting to raise, Nico would have got a raise. This still be Tennessee quarterback right now. No question asked.
Yeah.
This only
It's the
happens
way.
when they feel like you ain't worth the money.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You ain't worth it. Yeah, you ain't worth it. It didn't even matter you going in the office and demanding it and strong on them. It's
Right.
like
That didn't make anything any better.
if you it didn't make it no better, true enough. But watching your tape and watching you play last year, bro, you not worth $4 billion. It's only a select few players I think in college football that's worth $4 billion or more, and that's probably Jeremiah Smith, Ryan Williams, Caleb Downs, what's the running back for Notre Dame name?
Jeremiah Love.
He might be worth at least.
I'm not. I don't know about all
And
that.
that's
Yeah.
debatable.
After you name the three, you can kind of stop
After
right
them
stop
three,
right there. To be honest.
after them 3 years, you can really stop it. After that, them the
Maybe
only
Arch
three.
Manning because he a Manning.
I can't really say him. I can't really say him either. I got to see more. I can't just.
I'm just talking, man. The jury's still out on Arch Manning right now.
I
But
can't go off. I can't go off being a man.
that's what I got for the situation with Nico and Tennessee. I just want to say, man, let this be a lesson learned to the next person that tries it.
Yeah.
The next person
Yeah,
that
I'm
tries it. When you go in there and you want to make an adult decision to ask for more money, don't look crazy on the back end when they go, yeah, you can get the hell out of my office. We're good.
Yeah.
We will think about this. I don't even know who Tennessee backup quarterback was this past year, or who they got to be their starter this year since Nico gone. But I do know for a fact Nico was going to be the starter. It's the spring. Tennessee said, you know what? We're willing to go 7-5 next year.
Yeah.
And
They pay you for.
keep our culture intact in this program before we can't even give you that money.
Yeah.
I thought it was some stand-up shit by Josh Heupel and company. And it take a lot for me to get Tennessee credit for anything. But that's all I got on that, man. I want to talk about something else. Right? Is that, we got a thing in sports and in this world, man, called tradition, right?
Yeah.
And tradition, we know what it is, man. We know what it means. So I want to ask you, man, because Colorado has done something to me that I think is unprecedented. Excuse me. They came out and they said they are going to retire the jerseys of Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders at the spring game just coming up Saturday, April 19th. So my question to you and maybe to anybody watching, should Colorado be retiring Travis and Shedeur Sanders jerseys?
From the standpoint of them, for them changing that program around, turning it around, and putting their fingerprints on it the way that they did and the mark they left in Colorado, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they should. I just think them two, Travis Hunter and Shedeur, are gonna be forever remembered in Colorado football history. So off of that, just alone, I don't have a problem with them retiring their jersey. You know what I'm saying? You know, I look at it like these two right here was, they the biggest, brand or the biggest names we'd have had in our school history. So I don't have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Travis and Shedeur, they did amazing things at Colorado. It might have not resulted in a championship or even a conference championship, but it's just the impact that they made being in Colorado. It's just you had everybody, like Colorado had everybody tuned in watching for them to, and you of course Dion, of course, but them two too. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, for me personally, I have never watched Colorado football, and they made me watch Colorado football. So that just lets you know how much of an impact that they made on the program in itself. So I don't have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? You know, other people go say, "Oh man, they didn't win the championship, or they didn't do this, or they didn't do that." But I feel like, man, they stamped what they need to stamp in Colorado. I feel like, um, I'm not saying nobody can never come through and do what a Travis Hunter did, but dude did win the Heisman. And I don't know if it's gonna be another player that's gonna come along and do what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't never really seen a lot of Travis Hunters come through college football. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem with it personally. You know what I'm saying? But people, you know how people is with championships and stuff. You know, if a person ain't won the championship, they feel like they're not solidified enough to earn the right to do something like that. But me personally, I feel like I said, they step what they need to step in Colorado. When you bring up Colorado, it's gonna be hard not to bring up Shedeur and Travis Hunter. So I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, they did enough for me to earn that right to have their jersey retired. So I don't see a problem with it.
You know, I think people main. I think that, well, it's two things. I think a lot of people feel like Shedeur didn't do enough to even have his jersey retired in Colorado in the first place. I think that's one part of it. Then I think the other part of it is people think it's too soon, right?
Yeah.
So this is my take on both of those points. I think that Shedeur Sanders is the best, if not the second best behind Cordell Stewart, quarterback in the history of Colorado University.
Yeah.
I know for a fact Travis Hunter is the greatest player in the history of that program.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So this is my pushback that I have to the people that say it's too soon, right? Why do we feel as if you have to wait a certain amount of years to give people the credit of the flowers that they deserve while we already here? What are we waiting on?
Exactly.
Why do we have to wait 5 years to retire Travis Hunter jersey? Why? Why we can't
Yeah.
do it now?
Yeah.
That is something that I'm gonna be honest. I feel like me personally, because when I first saw it, I thought that's a little crazy. It's a little early. That's a little crazy. That's what I initially thought. But then I was thinking about it a little bit more, and I said, you know what? No. Why do we have to wait so many years to do? Like, okay, I give an example. I want to try to give an example. Who do many people view as the greatest quarterback of all time?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady retired. This was his first year in the booth with Fox this year, right?
Yeah.
Why does Tom Brady have to wait 5 years to give his Hall of Fame speech? Why?
Yeah, I don't understand.
What are we doing?
Like, the time ain't gonna take away the impact.
It's already done.
It's already done. Yeah.
It's already done. Tell you what, got another example. I only got a handful of examples that I want to use, right? What Cam Newton did at Auburn, right?
Yeah.
Cam Newton jersey should have been retired at the national championship parade.
Yeah.
The following week. What are we waiting on?
Yeah.
What are we waiting on?
Yeah, I don't understand it.
So for me, that's my part of it. Now, whether or not if you think that, I don't think nobody's arguing that Travis jersey deserves it. And I'll be honest with you, I think retiring college jersey numbers is kind of crazy anyway, because every team got 100-some players.
Exactly.
I just don't really get how that work. But if you go retire some college jerseys, don't tell me that them two, man. I listened to Joel Klatt talk on First Things First with Nick Wright, Chris Broussard, and Kevin Wiles the other day, and he said that Colorado's athletic director said the point of doing it was not only because they were great players, but they changed, they saved and they changed the trajectory of the program.
Yeah, they did.
I think people
They
forget
made you watch.
Colorado was 111 before Deion and Shedeur and Travis got there.
Wasn't nobody watching
Nobody
Colorado,
was
bro.
watching them, man. Colorado might have well. Colorado was what you call a dead program. It was a dead program. There was no money in the program. There was no revenue in the program. Fans weren't coming to games. It was over with.
Yeah. Exactly.
They gave them life. Shedeur Sanders holds multiple records at Colorado right now as we speak. Travis Hunter just won a Heisman Trophy playing both ways all game, every game that he was healthy in. What are we talking about?
Exactly.
So people sitting up here saying, "Oh, well, they didn't win. They didn't win championships." Colorado standards are not an Alabama, an Ohio State, or Georgia. They don't have those kind of standards.
They don't.
They do not.
We have never regarded Colorado.
They don't have those kind of standards. So to even sit up here and try to say, "Oh, well, they didn't win the championship," who thought they was going to win the championship in the first place?
Nobody.
To be honest, Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter jersey should be retired at Jackson State too.
Yeah.
I have absolutely no problem with it, and I have no problem with the time. Why do we have to wait 4, 5, 6, 10 years to retire? Why? What's the difference?
The impact's still the same. Yeah.
Let's do this now. Let's get this over with.
Yeah.
Look here, man. I'm not somebody that's against, you know what I'm saying, the tradition and all this stuff, because I understand it. I have quite a few things in sports that I think don't make sense to me. Quite a few of them. And that's like the NFL now. Whenever you kick an onside kick, this just started this past year. Why do I have to announce you're kicking an onside kick? Why? That makes no sense.
Exactly.
Y'all keep preaching about player safety. These are grown men, some of the best athletes in the world, running at each other full speed, hitting each other as hard as they possibly can. This game will never be safe.
And that take away the suspense.
It'll never be safe.
You heard me?
Okay, I got another one. Why is the college football national championship game played on a damn Monday? Why?
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
We play games on Saturdays all year long. The biggest game of the year coming around, we're going to play it on a Monday night. Prime time, yeah. I'm not mad at it, but I've always thought it was kind of, stupid.
Yeah, I don't understand it either.
I put it to you like this here. When do the NFL play their games? They majority of their games.
Sunday.
Exactly. So you know what they call their last game of the year? Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah.
It's the best Sunday of the year. Everybody know when it is.
Yeah.
So I'm just somebody saying that all this tradition and the way that we do things, like, truth be told, man, get the new iPhone. It's time to update. We can update this a little bit now.
Yeah.
We can update this a little bit now. They're just like the Alabama fan that would, if Alabama were to put on some new uniforms, majority of the fan base would lose their mind.
Yeah.
Not me.
I wouldn't either.
Not me. I'm be honest. Not me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing Bama wear something a little new.
I like to see them with all Clemson.
That's just me, man. It's just me. Yeah. Granted, I'm all for the tradition. I love the original uniform. I never get rid of them. But if Alabama decides to throw something with a little extra flair on it, I won't be opposed to it.
Nah, me neither.
It ain't nothing wrong with keeping the tradition, but at some point in time, man, things change. Evolution happens. Why do I just want to know, for the people, nobody else has a good answer for the question. Why do they have to wait 5, 6, 7, how many years to retire these players' jerseys when they can just do it now? What's the point of waiting? What are we trying to build suspense?
Just like I said, if you already made the impact that you made and march your impact, why I gotta wait to retire a jersey? And the time not gonna change what I did. I already did. Like it's not gonna change.
It don't make sense to me, man. It makes no sense to me that athletes have to wait the pro athletes have to wait 5 years when they are retired to be up for the Hall of Fame. That makes no sense to me. Why is Tom Brady not in the Hall of Fame already? What are we waiting on? Yeah,
that don't make sense.
He's no doubt first ballot going. He had no ballot Hall of Fame. What are we waiting on?
Yeah.
You should have been giving a speech at the Hall of Fame game last year. We ain't got to wait.
Yeah.
We don't have to wait to do this stuff, man. We don't have to wait to
No.
do this.
No.
It just don't make sense to me.
No, I don't.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? The waiting and wanting to build. I ain't got a problem with that. All I'm saying is I feel like everybody's into that because that's the only way that it's ever been done.
Yeah.
Is my thing. It can be changed. That's
It
all.
could be changed. It definitely could be changed. It's a lot of
But
stuff
to
that
answer
can
the
be changed.
question, should they jerseys be retired? Yes.
Yeah.
1,000%. Then you have
Yeah.
people talking about, oh man, you can't retire Shedeur jersey and not Cordell Stewart's. That ain't Shedeur's fault. They need to be retiring Cordell Stewart jersey too. Then, if that's the case,
Exactly.
don't be mad at Shedeur for that.
Exactly.
Now, I want to end this by saying, I think retiring college jerseys is kind of weird to me anyway.
Yeah.
I just think it's weird. But I'm not mad at Colorado doing it with Travis and Shedeur. If you're gonna do it for somebody, how can it not be them two? They saved this program. They saved this program.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion, man. But off college football, man. Into the last segment of the day. The play-in started last night. The Orlando Magic beat the Atlanta Hawks. Golden State beat Memphis last night. So now we have first round matchup of the Warriors and the Rockets. We got the Lakers and the Timberwolves. We got the Clippers and the Denver Nuggets. And our first seed Oklahoma City Thunder are going to play either Memphis or Dallas, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
No. We got it for last play at night. Dallas got to play. Dallas plays Sacramento tonight. Whoever win that game go play Memphis for the 8th seed. I think Memphis gonna end up getting the 8th seed. That's what I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then in the East, we got your 1 seed is Boston. Your 1 seed Boston Celtics gonna take on the Orlando Magic. The 3 seed, I think the 3 seed, the Knicks. They gonna play the Pistons. The 4 seed Bucks go play the 5 seed Indiana Pacers, rematch of last year playoff series. And then the 2 seed, the Cavs, gonna play whoever win this last play-in game between, if I'm not mistaken, it's the I think it's gonna be the Bulls playing somebody tonight. Whoever win that one gonna play the Hawks. I don't know. It's the Bulls and the Heat. Whoever win that go play the Hawks. Whoever win that will go end up playing the Cavs. Don't really know who I got winning that one because, to be honest, I think the Cavs will win the series anyway. But anyway, so man, let's get into this, man. We ain't got to get deep dive, man. I really just want to get picks. I want to get in line and stuff kind of quick. Let's do the East first. Like I just said, man, Boston, Orlando Magic.
Boston, sweet.
You got sweet.
Yeah.
Give me Boston at 5. I think Orlando still won. I think one game Boston just take the foot off the gas, don't kill. I think Orlando still won. The 2 seed, the Cavs. I must end up saying that the Cavs gonna end up playing against the Hawks, and I got Cleveland winning that series. I have Cleveland another 5-game series against the Hawks.
I got Cleveland in. I got Cleveland at 5. Yeah, I got Cleveland at 5.
The Knicks and the Detroit Pistons.
I got the Knicks in 6.
I want to go with Detroit so bad. I want to go with Detroit. I'm going to go with the Knicks. I'm going to go with the Knicks only because I like Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns. They got more playoff experience. I do think that's a very interesting series, though. You said Knicks in 6. I'm going to say Knicks in 7. I think Detroit going to push. I think they're going to push New York.
Yeah.
I like the Knicks, too. Give me the Knicks in 7.
Yeah.
Milwaukee against the Pacers.
Give me Milwaukee. Give me Milwaukee in 6. 5. No, 5. No, six. I go six.
Give me Indiana. I'm out on Milwaukee. I'm out. I'm out. Out. Give me Indiana, man. I don't know the status of Dame. That's one. I really
I
don't like the
forgot
way that
about Dame.
Milwaukee. I don't like
I
how
forgot
Milwaukee's
about Dame,
roster is
man.
constructed. You know what I'm saying? Giannis gonna do Giannis thing. I'm not worried about Giannis. He gonna do his thing. I don't think that team is well enough put together to win this series against Indiana. I like
I
Indiana.
forgot.
The Indiana team got to the conference finals last year. I think they knocked Milwaukee out in the first round. That's my upset
I forgot
for the first
Dame.
round.
I forgot Dame was hurt. I forgot Damian Lillard was hurt, man. I forgot all
Now
about
give
that.
me Indiana, man. I like Indiana.
Yeah.
All right, now let's head over to the West. In the West, one seed Oklahoma City Thunder. I think Memphis gonna end up getting the 8 seed. So right now I'm just go like it's gonna be Oklahoma City versus Memphis. Give me Oklahoma City in 5.
Yeah. Give me Oklahoma City in 5.
2 seed Houston Rockets take on the Golden State Warriors. What you say about that one?
Give me Golden State at 7.
I'm an advocate of. I always think, man, the playoffs are generally won by the veterans, the young teams that ain't really got that much experience. This is normally when that shows up. I got Steph Curry. I got playoff Jimmy. I got Draymond. Been in a ton of big games, man. Too much championship pedigree. An organization that's been there too many times, know what they're doing. They've also been a thorn in Houston's side for years. Give me Golden State to win this series. I'm gonna go Golden State in 7. I agree with you on that because Game 7 would be in Houston. I think it's gonna make for I think it's gonna be a showdown of a series. I won't be
Yeah.
shocked if Houston win this series
Yeah.
because of the side they got on the inside. But
Yeah.
give me Golden State in 7, man. I almost took Houston. I almost went with
Yeah.
Houston for real
I
this week.
almost did too. I
But
almost did too.
give me
Yeah.
Golden State. Give me
Give
Golden
me Golden
State.
State.
Give me Golden State only because I got a Golden State hat.
Yeah.
I got a
I go
Golden
go.
State hat. So give me Golden State for that.
Shout out
Now,
Ron. Shout out Ron. Shout
Lakers,
out Bro.
Timberwolves, Ant-Man, Luca, LeBron.
Man, Luke showed out on Ant last year, man. Give me Lakers in 6, man. Luka showed out on them folks last year, man. Give me Lakers in 6.
Give me the Lakers in 5 games, man. I think more people think this series is gonna be more competitive for reasons that nobody really you know what I'm saying likes to dive into. I'm not trying to sleep on Minnesota. This team did play in the Western Conference Finals last year. I'm not taking nothing from them. I don't think they're quite as good as last year. Obviously, with Karl Anthony Towns gone,
Yeah. Yeah.
give me the Lakers in 5 games, man. We make quick work of Minnesota. I'm about like Unc been on first take, man. I'm about like Unc been on first take, man. Ant-Man, Spider-Man, Batman. Lakers in 5.
I like the Lakers, man.
Oh man, and that would make our last matchup in the Western Conference, man. The 4 seed Denver Nuggets, the 5 seed Los Angeles Clippers. Who you got?
Woo! That's tough. That's
I think
tough.
this is the best series of the first round.
Ooh, that's tough.
I think this is the best series of the first round.
Ooh. And Kawhi on the heater right now.
Yes, yes, yes.
A healthy Kawhi, but choker. Jamal Murray. Man, give me the Nuggets. Give me the Nuggets. Give me the Nuggets in a hard, fought 6 games. Only reason why I say that is because hard got too many playoff woes for me. So it's hard for me to just say that they gonna, be able to overcome and beat the Nuggets because Harden and Kawhi playing his tail off. He playing his tail off. Right? Don't get it twisted. But it's just hard in the playoffs, man. It's so hard to go with a team that he's on because we done seen it so many times in the playoffs. The playoff woes Harden had since he been in the league. And I could be wrong. Hard could show up and play good in the playoffs this year. I hope he do. But Kawhi Leonard, they gonna catch hell with him. If they ain't got no answer with Kawhi Leonard, the Clippers can win this series because he on the heater. He on the heater right now. When Kawhi playing like that, he dangerous for anybody he playing against, and he on the heater right now, man. But I take the Nuggets just because they a defending champ and they done been together and they done played in a lot of important games together. So I just take them just off of that. But I'm not 100% confident in that, to be honest.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't love Denver firing the coach right before the playoffs. The vibes feel kind of weird in Denver for me down the stretch. They weren't playing as well down the stretch. The Clippers have been hot lately. They just won the game against Golden State Sunday to get the 5 seed. So you know what I'm saying, man. When Kawhi Leonard is healthy, I think a lot of people forget how good Kawhi Leonard is, man. When Kawhi healthy, I don't give a damn what y'all say. Kawhi Leonard top 5, top 7 in this sport. I don't care what nobody say when he healthy.
Yeah, yeah,
When he healthy. The problem is lately, we just never know if he's gonna be healthy. But man, with that being said, man, Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, the fact that they get home court advantage kind of means something to me. I think this got all the potential. This should be, it feel like the best first round series. It should be. Give me Denver in 7 games. And my only reasons for saying that, the Lakers fan in me won't let me pick the Clippers.
yeah,
I just,
yeah,
I just can't pick the Clippers. That's the
yeah,
only reason I'm picking the Nuggets. Because to be
yeah,
honest, I can see the Clippers winning this series.
yeah. Me too.
I can see the Clippers winning this series, man. I really can.
Yeah,
I really can see them winning this series, man. And I
yeah,
think James Harden gonna have a good series. James Harden do got his playoff meltdowns. We all know that. I've been saying that for years. That's why whenever they
yeah,
try to compare to people like Wade, I laugh that off. But I do think James Harden plays well in this series. I do.
yeah,
But I just think Joker is Joker.
yeah.
I just think,
Too
you know,
much.
Sam, sometimes having the best player in the world can win you a series. This is one of them series for me. I think
Yeah,
they win this series strictly because they have Nikola Jokic.
yeah,
I'm telling you, everything in me is screaming go Clippers. Take the
yeah,
Clippers. But
yeah,
I do think Denver. I think Denver finds a way in 7 to win that series in a game 7 at home because they lost at home in a game 7 to Minnesota last year in the playoffs. Remember?
yeah,
They get it done this year. Denver win
yeah,
this first round series against the Clippers. Against a very hot Clippers team, by the way.
yeah,
Very hot Clippers team. I think that's gonna be a goal.
yeah,
But the playoffs here, man, I can start back watching basketball now.
yeah, yeah,
Basketball finna get real now. Thank you.
yeah. It's finna get good now. You finna start tuning in.
And
Get
man,
more
hold up, man.
excited.
I
Get more
also
deep.
want to say, man. I also want to say because I can't let the episode go by without, you know what I'm saying,
Our
mentioning
relation.
or acknowledging it, man. I want to say rest in peace to LSU wide receiver Kyron Lacy.
Yeah,
I want to say rest in peace to Kyron Lacy, man. You know, if
yeah,
if you've been following the news and whatnot, man, you know what happened to him. So I would
yeah,
like to send thoughts and prayers and condolences out to his, you know what I'm saying, family, friends, LSU football team. He was a former player. He was actually Was in the NFL draft, So man, just
Yeah,
I'm saying, like I said, once again, man, rest in peace to Kyron Lacy, man. I'm saying? Prayers for thoughts and prayers to his family, his
yeah,
friends, his loved one, man. And we send condolences from No Excuses, man.
yeah. Real
I
talk.
could I could let the episode go by without saying that, man.
Yeah, man.
Couldn't let it go by.
It's a tragedy, man. It's a tragedy.
Tragedy, man.
For somebody to be that young and all that potential he had, I feel like he would have been a good NFL wide receiver. Who
Right.
knows? He got himself. He could have been another in the same league. I mean, the same level as Jamar Chase or
Right.
Jeter, all them boys that came along in the NFL. So man, it's
Man,
just
just
it's
for
it's,
me,
it's,
for
it's,
me, that's a big part of it. But man, just for me, even bigger thing is just, man, 24 years old, man. It's so much life ahead of him, man.
yeah,
So much life ahead, man.
yeah,
So much life.
yeah.
So just
It's
rest in
sad.
peace to Kyrie relation, man.
Yeah,
Oh
that's sad.
man, but you got any more topics?
Not really, man. That's all I.
Man. Well, as we say all the time, man, we appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, follow us on Facebook. There's no excuses.
Yeah.